Well, another day, folks. The sun is out, which is absolutely fantastic for what we've just had delivered here. There's a company called Bluetti, or BLUETTI, whatever way you want to pronounce it. They deal with solar generators, and it's something I thought about because of the energy crisis and stuff, what we got. The bills are astronomical. They've reached out and they've actually said, would I test out this system for them? It's a Bluetti AC300 series and a separate battery, and also a solar panel or solar panel array as well. So they sent that to us. I'm just going to have a look at it here. I've literally just turned up. We'll just have a look what's on the pallet, and there will be the dedicated video coming on this obviously a bit later on, but I thought I'd just show you what this system consists of. Let's have a little look. Very exciting, I must say. As I say, the cost of electricity isn't going down, and I've just recently had an email from my energy supplier saying that you're not going to get your little payment they were sending. So they were sending us about £63 a month. No way did it even touch the cost of the electricity bill, which my house generates. But I've had the email saying that's now stopping. So basically you're on your own. I don't know whether that's the same for everybody else, but again, we're keeping our energy as low as we can. We've really lowered our gas bill now. Obviously the boilers are now off, only heating for hot water, but electric energy is something which, if we can harness the sun's power to generate some of our electricity, then that's going to be a massive bonus, because that's free. I know you've got to buy equipment and stuff like that, but they wanted to send this to us just to show us they love our channel. And knowing that we was using the air fryers and we don't use our range anymore as a way of saving energy, they've obviously reached out to us and said, look at this system we got. It could harness the solar energy and make your whole house run a lot cheaper. So obviously there's a cost for setting this sort of stuff up, and it's not very cheap. But one thing that I always wondered is, why don't they fit solar systems in new houses? It doesn't make sense, does it? I mean, the housing supply would be able to get them trade, so to speak, and it wouldn't add much on the top of a new house, but it will save the actual owners a fortune. Right, so what have we got here? This is the PV420 apparently. So I think it's 420 watts this generates, and it is portable, by the way. This is a portable system as well. Basically it is designed to be portable. So if you've got a camper, an RV, or even a log cabin or something, a holiday log cabin, which has got a bit of sketchy power supply, you can wire this in and harness solar energy as well as the solar battery, which the battery that comes with this set as well, to supply your power and save yourself a small fortune, hopefully. So it's quite a compact unit. And just to look at the technical unit there, it's called the PV420. 420 watts can be generated on this. It can handle up to 11.5 amps maximum. Maximum voltage is 36 volts that you can generate off of this, which is great. So we've got two simple buckles on the front there, which you just push in, one there and one there. That then allows you to open up the panels. I'm presuming they go up this way, like that. Oh, marvellous. There we go. And you then fold the panels out like that, and your legs on the back, you unpop that popper there, and you've got different degree angles of slant, so you can set them up for if the sun's high in the sky or it's not high in the sky. So I'll just put them on the 55 at the moment. So that basically means when you lay them back, best to get behind it, I suppose, and do that. Goes down like that. Down like that. And that one is down like that. And there you go. That's your solar panels, folks. So being portable, you can basically pick them up and put them anywhere you want. So one thing to note as well, folks, is you have actually got little holes there and little tags there where you can peg them down to the ground, and also ties there where if you want to sort of tie them down from the top to wedge them down as well. So you've got them all the way along there as well. Right, so let's have a little look in the main boxes. One of these is the main unit and the other one is the battery as well. So let's have a look at these. Okay, so you do get a little welcome pack by the looks of it, with your warranty there. This is the B300 power station which we've got here. Opening the top of the box up, we're presented with a connector, probably a solar power connector. We've also got this absolutely massive lead here for connection. Look at the thickness of that. Wow. And also, oh, that's just a bit of packaging. So let's lift that out. Oh wow, there it is. So inside the box, folks, is the unit. You might need two people to lift it out. It's quite a weighty unit. Okay, let's put that on top for the moment. So this is your B300 3072 watt hours, I gather that is. And it's quite a weight, folks, quite a substantial weight. You've got 12 volt DC output there, which is 10 amps. You've got USB-C rated at 100 watts. USB rated at 18 watts. So ideal for charging other stuff as well. You've got a battery indicator there. You've got DC power on and off. And there's your main power switch there. Coming round the side, you've got your DC input there. There's your battery out leads. These are the ones where you can actually have multiple batteries stringed together, folks. And that'll also connect up to the main unit as well. Right, so that's the battery. Let's get the big box open and see the main unit. This is the brains of the outfit, folks. So opening it up, again we have another welcome pack there. This is the AC300 portable power station. This is the one with the inverter in and gives you AC power out. An array of leads there. Obviously one for charging up from the mains as well, if you want to do that. Put them back in there at the moment. A thank you for your kind support. Don't know what this is. Lighting an African family. Oh, there we go, look. That's nice, isn't it? Thank you for your kind support. The number there, African family, has been lit up by the LAF program. So obviously there's some sort of donation going to an African family there, which is absolutely lovely. What a great thing to do. I don't know about many companies who'll provide you with a free gift as a reward like that for purchasing their equipment and then passing it on to someone who actually needs it. How about that? It tells you all about the LAF family there. Yeah, that's what they get, look. They get a home solar system so that they can actually have energy and light their places, and also maybe a bit of power and watch some TV as well, look, with a little power bank or bank there. How about that? That's very good. That's something you don't expect from a large company nowadays. Giving back, that's what I like. Okay, so let's get this top cover off, see what's underneath. Wow, that's the main brains of the unit there, folks. This, I know for a fact, is a fantastic piece of kit. Absolutely fantastic. And nowhere near as heavy as the batteries. There you go. So I should be able to lift that out very, very easily. There you go. Still a bit of weight to it, but nowhere near as heavy as the batteries. That's your main unit. Right, let's get these boxes out of the way and we'll have a closer look at it. Right, okay folks, I've come out into the garden now. I've put the two units together. This is the B300, this is the AC300. They are designed to be stacked. So we've got one battery here, obviously one AC300 inverter, and we've also got the solar panels just out there. So I'm lucky here. This is a south facing garden, and as you can see, they sit there absolutely lovely, and no problem at all to put up. Right, so the beauty of this unit is that it's plug and play. I've just got the leads out of the solar panel there, and the way they connect into the unit is via a three-way adapter Let's show you that one. And it's got a nice screw attachment there for your DC power going into the unit. And they call this one the multifunctional connector cable. So if I basically connect this up to the DC input, which is there, just take that little cap off. As you can see, it's a simple 4-way connector, can only go in one way because it's got a little cutout on the top of it there. So let's just plug that on there. And that just pushes in, and then you just tighten up the ferrule that holds it in. There you go. So that now enables us to connect up various items to this, folks. We can use the 12-volt adapter, one there, and these are all all marked up, PV negative, PV positive. So you could just connect this up to, you've got PV1 and PV2, so I could connect that up to PV positive just by pushing that in there like that. That goes up to PV negative, and I could now run this unit off of my car battery. So that's just another way you can charge the unit up as well. So I'll take that one out for the moment. What we are going to do is to plug in these leads straight into the same terminals for the solar panel. There you go, little click when they go in. Now technically speaking, we haven't connected the battery up yet, we've just connected the solar panel up, so this thing won't turn on its own, you need a supply to it. So we've also got this massive cable for connecting the battery up to the main unit. So again, you can't mess these up. Okay, so I turn the battery unit on. We've got 80% charge in the battery. The leads are connected up as it says in the manual. The solar panels are connected via that. So basically speaking, if you press that now, you'd automatically think that you can turn the unit on. This confused me a bit. I did look in the book, but there was no sort of indication as to why it wasn't coming on. You're supposed to hold that for about a second and it powers up. And the reason being, folks, is that although I'd push these connectors in like that, you must push them in the lock position like that. And as soon as you do that, the unit can then be powered up. As you can see, it automatically come on there, look. So a little thing like that, if you don't know, can bugger you up. So let's have a little look at the control panel at the moment. Now, just as I've done this, we've got a massive big cloud that's just come over there, as you can see, look, the sun. So I don't know if it's going to be generating anything. We're only generating about 25 watts at the moment, folks, but that will obviously depend on the cloud. So we're not pulling no power from the grid. As you can see, if I go there, this is a touch screen, by the way, and you can also do this via the app, folks. So there is an app that you can download and get all this information on the app. The only thing you can't do on the app is to turn the unit on. So you have to physically turn it on or make sure that these switches are correct. If I disconnected that switch now and pulled that back, that would turn that unit off. I'm not going to do that, obviously, but no noise at the moment. And what it has, let's have a look at the outputs. Let's have a look at the specifications to this, just while we're waiting for the sun to pick up. Now this, as I said to you, at the moment it's just an out of the box and unboxing and plugging it in just to see if it is plug and play, which it appears to be at the moment. So we've got a 12 volt 30 amp DC output there. These are all your outputs here. You've got a cigarette type lighter output there. That is a 10 amp one. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 13 amp sockets, because we use 13 amp sockets here in the UK, where you can run appliances directly off of these. So all your settings can be looked at in here, and as I say, if you do download the app, it'd be better to look at it on the app, because I'm getting a very good glare on the screen there. The output voltage is 230 volts, so I can actually power something up now and just run something off of that. Go back to your home page. So let's try that for the moment. Right, so I'm not going to mess about here, folks. So I'm going to plug in this 1700 watt dual blaze air fryer. I just want to see if the output's there. This isn't a comprehensive test, obviously. So that's on. Let's just get the screen back on. We're generating 30 watts at the moment. I'm hoping that cloud's going to pull away, but right, so the AC output is off at the moment. I'm going to turn the AC output on. So we're now on now. We should be on these there, and I can guarantee that because I've just seen a little light come on from the air fryer there. So that shows that our load is connected. We've got no DC load and we're not powered off the grid at all. So we've got what's coming in via the solar panels, and we're also being powered by our battery here. So if I turn this on, and let's say 200 degrees C for 5 minutes. Have we got anything in there? No, we're empty there. And on we go. And let's see what this does here now. Now, as you can see, straight away we're pulling 1700 watts, as you can see. And let's see how this does for the next 5 minutes. So we're now totally powering a 240 volt heavy item off of this Bluetti unit. Plug and play. I've only just set this up literally within minutes. So if you was out camping, or you was away for a week camping, or in a camper van, an RV, and you're off grid, you've got a massive power supply here which you can charge on your solar. And don't forget, this has got the facility to be incorporated into your mains house, which is what I hopefully will be doing. And we'll be using this and utilising this to run some of our big appliances, which are like a heavy usage ones. So that's the idea of it. Right, let's let that run for the 5 minutes and then we'll come back to you. Right, down to the last few seconds. There we go. That coat with that absolutely fine. Red hot. Well, there you go. That's a portable appliance which can be installed in your house to run your electrical sockets, or a certain amount of electrical sockets, via a changeover switch. And that's what I'm probably going to be looking into, to be honest with you. So let's have a look here for this sun. It went down to 57% there. We're up to generating 60 watts of energy now, but there's still not full cloud in the sky. There's still not full sun in the sky there, folks, as you can see. As soon as that sun comes and hits these solar panels, we should see a big improvement as well. I would presume that you could actually connect up to this a set of solid panels connected directly onto your roof as well as adding the extra batteries. You can buy the extra batteries and have about 4 of these stacked up in a row and really bump up the wattage to run your house off grid, so to speak. And during the day, obviously, the sun will come out, as it's just started to do now. And already it's just coming out now. We're up to 262 watts. Look at that, folks, what it's generating. I don't know, 320 watts it's generated there, just with a little bit of sun in no time whatsoever. Can you see that? 343 watts. That will charge this up, no problem whatsoever, when you're in the, oh, look at that, direct sunlight like that, folks. That's zoomed up there. Yeah, 348 watts, folks. I don't know if you can see that. That's what we're generating. 350 at the moment and getting higher all the time. So we're just using it in a plug and play scenario here, just to show you how quickly it can be set up. And don't forget, you could have this stored in a cupboard somewhere. And the panels, although you've got the temporary ones here, as I said, you can have them probably permanently fitted on your roof or whatever. It depends where you get them. And there they are. Free electricity coming straight down there, feeding our unit. So the main function which I got this for was for installing it into the house, as I mentioned, but it also has a UPS function, an uninterrupted power supply function. When you get power supplies where you get a blip of energy and then it comes back on again, this will keep your power to your house constant, where it will quickly just take off the battery and then run off of the battery until the power is restored. And it's also got on the top here these handy wireless phone charging points on the top. Let's show you. So you've got 2 wireless charging ports on there. Just lay your phones or your tablets on there, whatever's wireless charging you need, and there you go. So you've got a couple of them there as well. All in all, a fantastic system. Really compact, very quiet. The only thing that was making the noise when I was doing that was the air fryer. Although this does have a cooling fan in it, so just be aware that you may get a bit of whirring noise or something. But all in all, a fantastic freestanding unit. So by all means, it's not a comprehensive guide where you've got all the specifications and all that. For people who just want to find out whether this sort of stuff works, that's the idea of this video at the moment. It is an unboxing. It shows you how to get it set up, get it working straight out of the box. And also, as I said to you, how you put your cables and where you put this will depend on when you use it and how you use it. So I mean, every house will be different at the end of the day. In the next video, I'm hoping to be able to get this incorporated maybe within my house somewhere, where we can actually have this just something, switch and use a load of items for free. A lot of the items, for example, we use in the kitchen, energy sort of items, and that's the ones we're hoping are going to bring our energy bill crashing down, because we cook every day, we use the electric elements and stuff like that. Not so much lights and things like that, they're not the big items that cost you money, because we've converted all our house to LED lighting. So yeah, if this is something you may be interested in, they're going to be leaving a link for me for you to get a possible discount on this unit, and that will be in the description below. So keep coming back, have a look and check the description below, and hopefully you'll find out where you can get this unit from, and if there is a discount code, which I think there will be, we'll leave that in the link description below. Any information whatsoever, just ask in the comment section, and as soon as I'm updated and I can find out a bit more about this unit. Don't forget, you can get this in different countries as well. This is the UK spec one with the 13 amp socket outlets, and hopefully I'm going to be showing results further down the line of our bill hopefully going down using this solar array there to charge up this battery. Then we use the battery packs in turn, and the AC300 for cooking, hopefully, mostly. That's the idea of the game anyway. So do watch out for the next video coming up, folks, and hopefully we'll have this installed, and we'll see how it fares with lowering our bills. That's the main intention. Thanks very much. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, bye for now.